I had recorded this earlier, but for some reason it didn't record. All it was this big humming noise, no volume. So I'm going to do it again to explain what that part was. This was yesterday, and so I had gotten coffee order from some people who buy coffee quite frequently. And so I was roasting that up in the morning, and then I got another text message that somebody else had said, oh, anyway, you have these 2 bags of coffee. So got that all set. And in the meantime, while I was doing all that, this car pulled up, and I was like, this is odd. Wasn't expecting anybody or whatever. And so I was roasting, so I couldn't go talk to them. So I found out from her after they had looked at, must have been like a Google map. They were looking for a cup of coffee. So Sid had gone out and told them, sorry, we don't sell actual coffee. We sell roasted coffee. And they were like, oh, okay. We were looking for someplace to get breakfast and whatever, and coffee. So, it had been one of my thoughts, because of the views up here and everything else, I just don't know if it's worth it in the long run, but of putting in sort of a cafe with a view, building where you could have, maybe outside or a patio, partly inside, something that could be closed off. I mean, I can picture what I'm thinking, building for the cooking, the coffee, everything else. Sid could make some stuff that would go with all of that. So it has some potential, but, of course, like everything, there's issues to contend with it. One, I'd probably have to, because of potential traffic, put in a whole nother driveway. And that's probably a good chunk of change, coming up 1,000 feet. Then you got the building. It's got to be all built and everything according to state standards for health. And then on top of that, you'd have to have, more than likely, they'd make you put in another well, another septic system. So is it worth it? I don't know. It's quite a chunk of change, but it's something to contend with, because it's one of those things that could have some good potential, depending on how all this COVID stuff and everything else goes. So this was all the stuff that I had talked about before, and I'm going to stick it back in because it didn't work before. And then we'll continue. And I forgot to mention, since I'm doing this over, that this building, I'm delivering the coffee because this building over here has a restaurant and a sort of a networking place where you can come and, I think you rent the space, but you can do computer work and all that kind of stuff. It's got the good internet and all that kind of thing. So that's why I'm down here at this building, dropping off the coffee. I think I'm working on the delivery aspect, because I think part of the local thing is, like everything else, convenience. So if we can work out something where we can have delivery points, I don't really mind. It's going to be one of those things that I think delivery overall is going to be a big up and coming thing. to the hospital. I'm going to bring them a couple bags of coffee. They're going to do a photo shoot. I'm not sure exactly what it is, sort of a promo type thing of the thing we're doing for breast cancer awareness. So that starts this, and I wrote to the lady, I'm not sure whether we're going to do 2 different varieties of coffee for 2 months, or one variety 1 month and another variety another month. But anyway, any of those coffees that get sold, we'll give $1 to the breast cancer awareness group, and I've got stickers coming so I can put those on the bags, and a couple other things, a poster showing that so people know, and hopefully, you know, it does us both some good, gets them some awareness, gets us some sales, and hopefully everybody benefits. Dropped off the coffee. You've got to, you know, this whole new world. Got to wait outside, then you go inside, and the people in front of me were actually people that I know, and husband and wife, and I know that's how it was. I thought maybe it had changed, but they both went in, and she, of course, wanted to go in with him, and they won't let her in, and so naturally she was a tad upset about that. But you know, it's one of those deals that you know, they make their rules for some reason, and even though you're husband and wife, you spend all your time together, they don't want you to go in. So I don't know, it's going to be a changing world for sure, for a while, I guess, and when it's going to change back, I don't know. I kind of don't think it's going to change back to the way it was. It'll probably go on long enough that things will become new habits, new practices, new businesses, new almost everything. As you can see, it's cloudy, windy. It was supposed to be partly sunny today. Somebody really messed up on that. I've got, I think, the last of the potatoes to dig today. I went and bought another one of those sprays for the raccoons in the corn, and it's done a fairly good job. But I think we had some really heavy rain, so I think a lot of it got washed off, so I'm going to put some more of that on today. And I don't know if the weather is going to change the rest of my plans, because it was supposed to be partly sunny. Barn. Oh, okay. That's where Caitlin has her thing. What's the name of it? on this place. Yeah, look at that. The trees, a nice driveway in.
Not the apple trees, Elodie. Oh yeah, because they took all these trees.
Yeah, they took all the trees and they put in all these apple trees.
They put in these apple trees?
I don't remember those apple trees being in there before, but maybe.
They didn't say were.
I didn't think they were.
How do you put in full-grown apple trees like that?
Well, if you got enough money. Well, the other day I brought down, I think I told you, I brought down the chainsaw and the weed whacker, which haven't been used for many years, to get fixed. And I just got a call, they're both fixed. So I'm headed to go pick them up. And then that'll be, I don't know, the weed whacker I've got use, and the chainsaw, I've got a bunch of trees at the back that I can, old dead trees and stuff like that, I'm gonna cut up and use for campfire with. The kids like to sit out on nights, and there'll be more cooler nights for s'mores. I think they might be pushing the season here with the snowmobiles, but maybe that's just me. Well, chainsaw picked up, weed whacker picked up, and I don't know, I'm having a mental moment. Whoever, there was a guy in there, and I know who he is, I just can't think of his name, but he came up to me, and I haven't seen him in, I can't tell you how many years. And was like, hey Todd, how's things? Blah, blah, blah. And he's going on and on and on. It's like, that's why I say, this part of the world is just like a Lutheran. In 10 years we went back to Lutheran, it'd be no different there. People would be like, hey, where you been? Well, I got a little bit more to do, I think, in the garden tonight. I got to check string beans, see if they need any picking. I think tomorrow's a chance of showers and all that kind of fun. But, maybe I'll do a little weed whacking, but there's not going to be a lot more big stuff. I mean, it's not late or anything. It's only like 4. But I've got a lot of little tiddly things that need to be done, and I may even roast some coffee.